Get ready for the dice you deserve. This is Cosmopunk. Blood and Sand. A homebrew Starfinder story featuring the crew of the Leica 7.
Hi, I'm RJ and I play V, a middle-aged, slightly overweight, slightly mad MB Vesk mechanic and their drone flyby. V's the sort of mechanic who has the intellect to build a weapon of mass destruction, but not the intellect to know why they shouldn't.
Hey, I'm Pan and I play Bath, Kobold Android Mage, Lost Soul, Captain of Leica 7, and currently absent on the trail of her missing father and answers to her past.
Hello, and I'm Ty, and I play the Leica 7's weapons officer and local shifty-looking Yamaltan coyote, Ryder. He's just managed to get the interdimensional demon god from 10,000 years ago out of his brain, and is now desperately trying to not fill the gap with alcohol.
And I'm Cypher. I normally play the Leica 7's Yasaki operative otter Ryder, but for this campaign, I'll be the GM. Previously on Cosmopunk, the crew had just returned from the Vesk Death Star Conqueror's Forge. After a series of shenanigans, Ryder and Radar failed their mission successfully. They paid their drone debt, created a new identity for V, and prevented a strange terraforming device from reaching the hands of the Aslanti Empire by blowing it to hell. Having flown back to Outpost Z, life starts to return to normal. Well, as normal as things can be without Baphomet there to be the voice of reason. However, V now has a clean slate with the Veskarium, the sins of their past seemingly erased. But V isn't the only member of the crew with a troubled history. Episode 1. Not My Finest Hour. Okay, it's been a while since we've done this, so...
I'm nervous for you.
Nah, it's all good. Okay, so let's set the scene here. Start on Outpost Z, as always. Once in a while, the stars align. For us, for our characters. Lots of nice little things happen that tilts the universe in our favour, shall we say. Recently on Outpost Z, there have been a lot of people travelling there, lots of traffic. There's a lot of people sort of wandering around. And we all know that it's sort of constantly raining on Z. There's like water reclaimers that are constantly taking in people's breath and turning it into atmosphere, and then it comes back down in the form of rain. But because there are so many people on the station at this point, the water reclaimers are on a bit of an overflow cycle. So it is pouring outside now. It is raining cats and dogs, as they say. So there are people darting from awning to awning outside shops, trying not to get completely soaked. Some of them have got umbrellas, most of them haven't. But because of the torrential rain outside, the bar is actually packed. There's lots of people in. They're all buying drinks. They're all having fun, talking to each other, chatting. It's quite a jovial atmosphere inside. The minigun bar is actually looking like what some would call a pub.
Holy shit.
That may come as a shock to some people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ryder's sort of staying on top of things. She's behind the bar. She's taking orders. She's serving drinks. She seems happy. She's chatting with various patrons in between taking orders. There's a male otter in a waistcoat, sort of sat on a bar stool telling her jokes. She's like doing her dinner lady laugh every now and again. She'd be like, and the otter would look a little bit shocked and then sort of carry on talking to her. But yeah, this place seems lively and happy now. What's everyone doing in this environment?
So V is probably... they're probably back of house, because they don't like people at the best of times. So,
That was where I was going to be.
you're back of house with me. V likes you. You're not people. You're a dog.
Ah, wait.
These back of house, are they doing any sort of like accounting or anything, or are they just hiding from the crowds?
No, they're designing a tow bar for Stanley and a trailer.
Of course they are.
Oh my god. Are they in that office space? It's just like the alcove under the stairs.
Yeah, there's like a sort of back office to the bar, which is full of paperwork and bills that need to be paid. There's just a messy desk with a old school big chunky square monitor computer on it.
Oh, CRT monitor, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like V's probably like co-opted that space, and because it's where they were hiding at the start of the last campaign, so they've probably just like filled it with enough of their crap that nobody else can take it over.
Can
Yeah,
get in. There's like a very specific route that you have to take in to get to that room now.
Yeah.
It's V's workshop. No one goes in there and survives.
But yeah, every now and again you'll see Ryder sort of walk past the door with like a tray of drinks and serve it up to a group of people. She'll say something to some of the patrons. They'll pay her via a cred stick, and she'll hurry back to the bar with the empties. She's working hard at the moment.
Nice.
What's Radar up to?
Oh, Radar's going to be in the kitchen, cleaning glasses, cooking food, and prepping everything.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Got to keep this place running.
Yeah. He is a whirlwind of activity. Some might say slightly out of his depth.
Okay.
That's the point. If V heard that the place was actually getting busy, perish the thought, they'd probably come outside and help for a bit.
Oh yeah, it's proper packed in here. Like all of the tables and all of the booths are full. There are people like leaning against the piano. Some people are trying to play it, but they're not sure sort of how to get it working.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
it
they're
still
like,
have a load of bullet holes?
it's still got a few bullet holes in the side of it. Yeah.
Radar fixed it!
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Okay, no.
Oh no, sorry, that's correct. Yeah, you fixed it. So,
Yeah, so it's actually pristine now. It's fully functional, but it's just people don't know how to play it because it's such an old instrument.
So I'm going to
Good
retcon
grief.
Radar cooking because he literally doesn't know how.
Okay.
But he's going to stop cleaning glasses. He's going to come out, walk over to the piano, push whoever is trying to mangle it gently out of the way, and then take his position as maestro.
All right. There's some like Lashunta, quite a portly Lashunta, who's sort of sat on the bar stool, and you push him, and he sort of spills his pint a bit. Oi, what are you doing, mate?
Sorry, I just couldn't. Allow me, please.
What? You know how to play this thing?
I should hope so. I built it.
Oh, no way. Well, by all means. And he sort of stands back and he sort of folds his arms like expectantly, and all of his friends do so as well.
Okay. Here's a D20 roll with +8.
roll for piano.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay,
Opening,
yeah, that's
opening
fine.
dice roll of the campaign is a nat 20. We are off to a flying start. Now watch me fail the rest of it.
So yeah, Radar cracks his fingers and he starts playing some very excellent music. What would he play on the piano to like a crowd of people?
Chopsticks.
I'm not doing chopsticks. I can do
Chopsticks.
chopsticks and I can't play piano.
All right,
The
so
bar is developing an atmosphere.
yeah, this Lashunta, he sort of looks down. He's like, "Wow, all right," and he starts clapping along, and then his friends start clapping along, and then the other bar patrons start clapping along and hopping around. People are laughing, chuckling. There's a good atmosphere in here for a change. Usually it's just a dive bar, but this is quite a nice, fun place to be. It's like a proper sort of Irish pub atmosphere.
Yeah.
And Ryder's watching you play, and she's clapping along. She's taking a break from serving drinks, and she's like cheering and whistling. Yeah, boy! You've set the party alight. Good job.
Yay!
Yeah, V can hear it in the kitchen, so they're bopping along while I cook.
Yeah. Over the din of the people sort of cheering and drinking, can I get a perception roll from you, Radar?
Yeah, do you want me to take some negatives because he's playing a piano, right?
Yeah, so take a -6 onto your roll.
Okay. Plus 10. That is 18 total.
Yeah, I reckon that's enough. Okay, so you're playing the piano, and people are sort of patting you on the back as you play and dancing around you. Very fun, lively atmosphere. But you notice Ryder through the crowds. You hear like a little beep boop from her pocket, and she gets her datapad out, and she's got a message on it. She sort of flicks through, gets to her messages, and all of a sudden her smile drops, and she looks quite angry at first. But then her expression changes to one of panic. Her eyes go wide, and she starts breathing sharply. And everyone is still sort of cheering around her, but she has completely changed her mood all of a sudden, and she looks over to you playing the piano, and then she looks back to her datapad, and then she shoves it in her pocket, and she quickly starts pushing her way through the crowd to get through them, and she's heading to the the stairs to get to the sort of personal rooms that we have upstairs in the bar. What do you do?
Well, I guess he'll finish, like, probably cut short the song he's playing, but not, like, just end it. He'll just sort of taper it off.
Okay, so yeah, you sort of get to the graceful end of your little ditty. Everyone applauds and pats you on the backs. And, yeah, it's bloody good. Nice one. Good job.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
he'll get
anyone
up
play
again.
like that before. And they're all congratulating you and trying to sort of get in your way, but you can see Ryder sort of darting up the stairs.
V yells from the kitchen, "Play Wonderwall."
There's the sound of a shelf landing on V.
Fair.
Radar's expression is sort of becoming slightly more panicked, and the sweat is starting to form on his head as more and more people congratulate him.
Oh no, he's got performance anxiety.
Yeah. But yeah, he'll try and follow her up to her thing. He'll make sure that Butlerbot is still guarding serving the bar, though.
You sort of start pushing through the crowd. Ryder's already upstairs at this point, and you can hear her like dashing around on the creaky wooded floorboards upstairs. She's going through drawers. She's loading her gun by the sounds of things. It sounds like she's looking for something. And then you get to the stairs, and by that time she is running straight down them. And she's packed what looks like a duffel bag full of supplies. And she's got this uncharacteristically panicked look in her eyes.
Radar's going, whoa, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Radar, I gotta go. There's something I gotta do. I'll be back in a few days, okay? And she's like trying to push her way past you and get through the crowd again.
Oh, okay, whoa, right. Okay, are you going
What?
Can we contact you?
I don't know. No, don't contact me, all right? Just don't.
Okay.
And she's like pushing her way through the crowd again.
Yeah. V comes out of the kitchen with someone's orders like, "Hi, Ryder.
Hi,
Bye, Ryder."
Bye, Ryder. Radar's just going to kind of stand there and look a little bit lost and sort of scratch his head.
But yeah, through the din of people talking and drinking and having fun still, you hear the bell of the bar door as it swings open, and you just see like the little tip of an otter-tail slide out and quickly swing shut again. And one moment, please.
The fuck is she going?
I don't know. I'd like to imagine there's like a quiet moment as she slides out where V's coming back having delivered the orders. And Radar's like, that was weird.
I mean, what'd she say to you?
She just said she had to go and she'll be back in a few days and that we're not to contact her.
She just wants to get out of doing food service.
I think it's more than that. But also, yes. Yeah.
Eyes narrow.
But yeah, you hear the little tap of tiny otter feet running through the rain, getting quieter and quieter. And just like that, she's gone.
It would be a massive invasion of privacy to try and follow her. Go, Flyby, go.
Detaching from the ceiling where everybody thought it was just part of the stucco. Just Fly Guy just emerges and just follows this.
Oh no, Fly Guy's been like sat on top of one of like the wooden ceiling fans this whole time, just spinning round like the pigeon on the air vent.
But in all seriousness, if Ryder did that and then just suddenly left without any explanation, V would probably follow them with Fly Guy for a bit.
Okay.
Just to make sure they weren't going to commit crimes without us.
Yeah, they're going to need to be involved if there's crime.
So, if you're going to try and follow her, you're going to need Fly Guy's perception to see where she went. Bear in mind it's raining very heavily outside, and your video feed is not going to be that good, because rain does not equal for a good bitrate.
How much for a minus?
Let's do -6 again.
Ooh, so 15 plus 5 minus 6 is 14, yes.
14.
14. Okay. So Fly Guy sort of like heads out of the door, buzzes through the crowd. They all sort of like swerve to one side, like whoa. They didn't know Fly Guy was up there. They sort of push their way out of the door, go out into the rain. It is proper pouring down here. These water recyclers are on a massive overflow. There's a gentle sort of mist hanging in the air where it's sort of bouncing off of the metal floor and then just leaving this blue haze which reflects off of the neon in the streets. Fly Guy sort of pursues in the direction that they think Ryder was heading, but she's gone. You're not sure where she went, you're not sure why she went, she's just disappeared.
V swears very loudly, pushes the way through the crowd, runs outside, and then comes back inside dripping wet like a moment later with Flygo.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, I left the Stanley sunroof open. Also, I've no idea where she went. It's raining. It's why we did that crossover with Jessica, and V kept moving Stanley back like 5 inches every time the portal expanded.
With the dice fiends, yeah.
Yeah. So ever since then, it's just been parked outside the bar most of the time, unless we're going somewhere.
So yeah, the sunroof was open, and now Stanley is just full of water like a fish tank.
Heavy breathing.
No, it's just the seat got a little bit damp, but that should be fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't open like all the way.
So she's gone then?
Yep, and what did she say? Don't call her?
She said specifically, do not contact her, she'll be gone for a few days.
Definitely doing crimes.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but where?
She didn't take the keys to the Leica, or the runabout, as far as I know,
So she's on the station?
maybe? Unless she's got someone else picking her up. She's very cryptic.
She
This
is.
is very operative of here. Oh shit, the pie! Sprints back into the kitchen.
Is there like some
Oh,
black
no.
smoke slowly building behind V and Ryder as they're talking, looking out over the bar?
You just hear muffled from the kitchen.
I think I caught it.
Radar's going to head into the kitchen. How bad is it?
What do I roll for cooking?
Yeah, I think life science is a good one to do it. So yeah, roll for cooking.
16 plus 5. That's a 21. 21 for pie.
Oh yeah, it's fine. You had enough wherewithal to not have the pie get horribly burned. It's got a nice
That's nice.
basted surface to it, so you put a little egg white on it, and now it just looks nice and golden brown.
V, that is a really nice looking pie.
I know, right? I'm proud of this.
Who's that for?
Table smudge. I don't know. Hold it outside. See who looks at it when you hold it outside.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Ryder.
wait. No, I think it would be a terrible shame if their food was delayed, and I think we've got a lunch break coming up, you and me. So,
You know what? I fully agree with you.
yeah. Would you like to join me in eating this spare pie that we found?
Yes, I would.
At this point, you can see like there's a queue of people at the bar looking over to you. Some of them are like tapping cred sticks on the table like a bunch of choochers. They're sort of looking over to you too, expectantly sort of waiting for service. There are people like waiting for drinks.
Wait, is Butlerbot not handling it?
Butlerbot is handling it, but he's doing it very slowly, and he's only one person, and he doesn't have the same sort of jovial attitude and charisma that Ryder had when she was doing
Yeah.
bar
We
service.
need to hire more staff again. I mean, that possum girl quit. Jessica quit.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
like another butler bot.
Our staff retention is terrible.
Yeah. Probably all the fires.
And,
And, having to live on the outpost head.
and all the things that keep happening to us.
Yeah, and the fact that we don't pay very well.
Oh, we pay awful.
And there's no pension or benefits.
We are a terrible employer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come to think of it, we should probably, put an ad up.
We should, and Radar walks over and closes the kitchen door, turns the key in it, turns his back and sits at the table. That can wait until after we've had pie.
Oh shit! Okay.
Get it, customer service. V sends Flyby out to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, so Fly Guy is going to do bar service. Okay.
He's
Yeah.
just perched on top of one handle for one thing for pulling pints, and they have to lift a glass up to the thing and then push it onto the thing with their face, and then sit on top of the handle to get the pour on.
You hear the sound of drink spilling on somebody from outside, and they're sort of like,
Oh,
Yeah, close enough.
it's like that robot that squeezes the ketchup bottle for you. Okay, so you guys are just going to shut the kitchen door and just stay back of house. Yeah, you're not going to try and serve people anymore. You're
Not
done
until
for the
after
day.
pie. Oh, by the way, there's a jump cut from Radar sitting down. Literally half a second passes and he's already got a napkin round his neck and a knife and fork and a plate.
Oh yeah, like a giant cartoonish knife and fork. I can see that.
Yeah.
V doesn't use cutlery. They have hands.
We know.
They've got claws. Their claws are their cutlery.
So, says V with a mouthful of pie, did Ryder, what prompted her to just up and back off like that?
Order. I don't know. She was having a good time. She looked at her phone. She went through a range of emotions. And then she ran off. And then I went to see what was happening, but I couldn't. Ooh, this is good pie. Follow her in time. because everybody was too busy congratulating me on my playing. And now I'm conflicted.
Yeah, she's a responsible adult. I'm sure whatever crime she's committing won't come back to haunt us.
I hope not, but let's just remember that it's not a crime until you're caught. And hopefully she won't get caught. She's very good at not getting caught.
She's good at not getting caught.
I like how you can't hear the DM smiling.
5.6 seconds later, notification on our phone. Ryder has been caught. Oh no. Well, I mean, so there's not really much we can do. She doesn't want us to contact her. We don't know where she's gone. I guess we'll just have to sit and wait.
With pie. V's already making another pie. Yeah, so they're making 2 pies this time.
Oh shit. So this isn't like for anyone, you're just making another pie.
Oh no, one of them's for table smudge. The other one is...
Who still haven't got their order, by the way. You're in fact eating
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The first one got waylaid.
Yeah, I think at this point you're going to hear a knock on the door and like a muffled voice of "Oi, where's my pie? I've been waiting for like 20 minutes."
Raider's going to open the door with like crumbs on his muzzle and be like, "You know you're not supposed to be back here. This is a staff-only area. Please return to the bar."
He's going to hang on a sec. That's a nat 1, so he just blankly says, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he backs off. And he goes back to his table. Doesn't notice the pie crumbs.
Wait, no, before you go, what table were you?
Sharon, what table are we?
Sharon.
And he there's like a voice over the muffled crowd. Table 17. How long do you reckon it's going to be, mate?
Checks watch. Rolls for pie.
I've got to go back to work in a sec.
Oh, that's only 11. That's 11 for pie this time.
Ooh, that's not as good. I mean, this pie, it will probably still taste the same, but it doesn't look as good in terms of presentation. There's going to be like burnt bits on the edges. It's going to be a bit lumpy.
Well, fuck it, that'll do.
It's fine. You don't measure taste with a spirit level.
He goes out to table 17 with pie. Delivers
Okay.
pie. Yeah, I've done work.
Oh, thanks, mate. And yeah, he's like chowing down fast, like checking his watch, sort of thing. I say his watch, whatever counts for a watch in the Starfinder universe.
Sorry, I was going to say, fueled by good pie, V's going to go back to just like tending bar alongside Flyby and Butlerbot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try and get
Cool.
the crowd down.
Radar will join as well.
So you actually have some some people behind the bar now that aren't robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys continue running the bar. People sort of shuffle out as the lunchtime rush ends and the rain starts to die down a bit. About 6 hours pass before the bar is like back to its normal state of empty, very few people in it. Last few people sort of shuffle out into the rain. Can I get a perception roll, please?
From anyone?
From everyone, yes.
Everyone. 2 plus.
2?
V's counting.
4.
Sorry. Yeah, V's counting up like all the takings from the surprisingly busy afternoon session.
Yes, that is a good point, actually. 1 second.
Sticking it in the safe. So they're not paying that much attention. They're plus 15 to perception, but that's still only 17.
Yeah. Radar got 20 total.
20 in total. Okay, well, first of all, you start sort of adding up the collective takings for the bar that you've made in this single evening. You've made about 3,000 credits.
Swag.
Holy shit.
Just from people buying drinks and food. It was proper sort of like lightning in a bottle, so you're probably not going to be making that much cash for a while now. This is going to be a big spike on the accounting records.
Who paid us with a lemon?
Radar's going to reach over and be like, "Hey, that's my lemon."
Why is it in the till?
Keep them in there. If you look under the tray, there's actually a couple more.
I mean, you do own a bar. People do ask for cocktails, and you do need lemon for some of the ingredients.
In the till?
Yeah.
In the till.
Well, look where we are, V. There's not exactly a lot of space, Radar gestures to the literal wall of booze.
We had mental checklist. Build lemon refrigerator.
But yeah, Radar, you got 20 for your perception, did you?
Yep, and a lemon.
And a lemon. Okay, Radar, you're sort of like being questioned about your lemon activities when you look over, something catches your eye sort of on the floor. Now the crowd has kind of dispersed a bit more. There's like various drink spillage stains on the floor, various bits of trash, bits of paper, some of the tickets for their receipts and food. Something catches your eye behind the piano. and you recognise it because of the little fish sticker on the back of the datapad. It's Ryder's datapad. She must have dropped it on the way out.
Of course we need a lemon refrigerator, V. Do you know how hard it is to get fresh fruit and Hang on.
Fine, I'll build... What?
No, V, look.
Radar's eye swivels around and locks onto it.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Should we leave it there?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Radar reaches out with an incredibly long gangly arm, picks up the datapad.
Has it got a lock screen? What does Ryder have set as her background on her datapad?
She'll have some chintzy, cute anime picture on her lock screen. It could be cropped porn, you're not sure. But she's got some... She's got one of those... you know the finger pattern security where you have to draw a pattern on your screen, like connect the dots in order to unlock it. She's got that.
Here.
I've got an idea. Radar's going to take the datapad and then he's going to draw the shape of a clamshell.
How do you draw a clamshell on a 9x9 or a 6x6?
Who says it's 6x6?
It's probably... Yeah, it's probably like a little more fancier than that because it's future tech, but yeah, you draw like a clamshell pattern on it and it says incorrect pattern, try again.
Ah, I thought I had it with that one. You got any ideas?
Gross invasion of her privacy to read her datapad.
The thing is, though, if you do a computer's roll, you can try and hack into it, shall we say.
Ooh, I think between us we have bonuses to hacking.
Yeah, you've left both the engineers alone with a datapad.
I'm aware.
Well, I mean, it's got 2 ports. Do you want to plug into one and I'll plug into the other and we can hack this together?
Gosh.
Yeah. It'd be kind of weird.
Oh, engineers in love.
37.
37? Fuck.
I've rolled 18, dude.
Yeah. Mine's only 28.
Well, I mean, that's more than the DC.
With a roll of 9.
Oh my god. We are
left
so
both
good at
the
this.
computer nerds alone with a datapad with, like, basic locks.
In my cartoon universe headcanon of this, basically what happens is Radar and V both just hold the datapad and then just glare at it intensely until it unlocks itself. Yeah. it just wilts under the stairs.
The thing is, you're both incredibly good engineers, but also this security isn't that good anyway. It's just Ryder's personal datapad that she uses, and you don't even need to hack it. You sort of think, hang on a second, and then you hold the datapad up, and you sort of shine one of the fluorescent lights in the bar against it, and you can see the kind of greasy stain of the pattern that she's drawn on it over and over again.
Oh, that's horrid.
Yeah, but that's a very realistic way of how you get through finger pattern securities like that.
Yeah, what is the pattern?
It's the coolest.
Yeah, it's the coolest that everyone draws on their book in high school.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You sort of look at V, and V looks at you, and you both nod, and you draw this S symbol, and it doesn't work the first time, but then you start from the opposite end, and there's Ryder's desktop, and she's got some messages that she received recently. She's got some photos that she took, a couple websites that she was on recently. What do you want to do with her datapad that you've got?
V?
Yeah?
This would be terrible of us as friends to go personally rooting through her datapad. Butlerbot, can you come here?
I mean, I feel like doing it by proxy is only a technicality for getting out of invading friends' privacy.
You reckon?
Do you require assistance?
Gives it to Butlerbot.
What crime should this unit commit?
This one.
Yeah, this one.
Gross invasion of privacy. Understood. Error. What am I looking for?
Most recent entries.
Most recent messages, I guess.
Most recent everything in the past day or so. In case you've been sent, like, images and stuff, you know.
So yeah, Butlerbot, you sort of hear his servos whir into life as he takes this datapad. He taps his finger against the datapad to like scroll around, and nothing happens because he doesn't have electrostatic impulses going through his fingers like an organic person.
Forgot we'd given him hands.
Mm-hmm. And he just looks at it and just says,
Error.
Yeah, we know, you suck. Fine.
Yeah.
We'll commit the crime manually. Takes the datapad. It's like starts going through messages from most recent. Actually, no. Sorry. First, they sneakily look at the browser history when Radar isn't looking, and then they go through messages.
Oh, that's the thing is, Ryder has cleared her internet history, but she's done so very recently. So there was only like a few hours of stuff on there. But anyway, you sort of go through her messages. She's got texts from her mum. She's got texts from her friend Syntac. She's got a few various leads in the sort of archive history from freelance jobs that went nowhere. There's a text history from Cinder, which is, I imagine they're just at that awful stage of the relationship where they just send lewd telegram stickers to one another. It's pretty insufferable. There's like fish emoji, heart sticker, tongue and lips. You're not sure what that means.
Eggplant.
There's a lot. She must really like vegetables because there's a lot of eggplant in this.
I mean, she's pretty healthy.
Yeah, I heard it's good for you.
She's very athletic, yeah.
Yeah.
Most recent message from an unknown datapad number with a blank profile picture. It's got like the sort of egg on a set of shoulders. Are you going to read that one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it anonymized, the number, or?
Yeah, it's an anonymized number. She doesn't have any contact details for it.
What do you reckon? Burner account?
Probably.
Yeah.
But
Read it.
This is
Okay.
operative shit, isn't it?
This is totally operative shit.
Okay.
So you tap on the unknown sender for the message, and it says in block caps, "Fish guts, meet at the place with the kit. Do as we say or else. We aren't joking."
Huh.
And at the bottom, there is a picture. And it's a photo of a female otter, and she's sat on her haunches. She's watering some flowers. And the photo looks like it was taken without her knowledge. She's not looking at the camera, and there's like sort of chromatic aberration around the edges, like it was taken with a telephoto lens. Is that what I'm looking for?
Yeah, the zoomed in kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Ryder's mum?
That's Ryder's mum.
Yeah, this looks like a slightly older version of Ryder's mum. She's a little more plump than Ryder. She's got much wider hips. Her hair is completely grey, and she's wearing mum jeans. She's got like those sort of tight denim jeans that go up to your belly button.
Oh dear.
Huh. So he's blackmailing Ryder.
Well, I don't think it's blackmailing. I think they're actively threatening her mother.
That's just blackmail with assets. But
Well, yeah, true, I guess.
so I don't know what we're supposed to do about this.
I mean, this has deep state wet work written all over it, so get involved, I guess.
But I don't know what one of those words mean.
Wet
Yeah.
or work, because I saw you at the bar earlier.
Snap.
Meet at the place with the kit. Well, Fish Guts is clearly.
I mean, is anything
her
missing?
Well, I think she packed her guns and everything. So I'm guessing
Yeah.
they want somebody killed.
Also, Fish Guts is a stupid code name.
It's not great.
Like, I bet they chose that for her.
Yeah, no,
No way Ryder would choose.
Yeah,
Fish
she'd have
Guts.
probably chosen like sushi or something, which is basically fish guts on a plate
It is.
With rice.
with rice.
Nevertheless, this is all very vague.
It is. I mean, there must be a previous message in here somewhere where it established all of this.
Yeah, can we scroll up the message? Is that the only message that she received?
That's the most recent message. Yeah, you scroll up through all of the sort of archive messages. There's stuff from Baphomet in there, stuff from... We rescued an android on Narcondus. She probably have, like, stuff from that, but that's, like, ancient messages now. She doesn't have any contact details for this this person in the past. Maybe she deleted it? You're not sure.
I've got an idea. Yeah, Radar's going to go and check her recycle bin.
Okay, you go to her recycle bin. There's some questionable content in here, but there's nothing.
Good grief.
Oh.
I mean, you are invading her fucking privacy by going through her datapad.
Yeah,
so
and we're judging it now too.
We are. Yeah.
This is great. I mean, aside from her mum being
I mean, and if we're
threat against her
going
life.
by the scale of personal privacy, you've been literally inside Radar's head.
sure, but if you're going to go through somebody else's datapad, expect to see things that you didn't want to see.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
I do.
Oh,
V's into it.
Oh,
no.
Anyway, right, yeah, no.
Guys. Okay, let's run through this logically.
Oh, dear.
Someone's threatening Ryder's mum.
Yeah.
The threat is genuine enough that Ryder didn't want us to get involved and didn't warn her own mum, which means that she probably anticipates her mum is being watched by someone.
Right.
and that she can't warn her mum before that person is likely to have a decent shot at killing her.
Right.
So it's probably not for the best if we warn Ryder's mum, because that just puts her in the same situation she'd be in if Ryder had warned her, which...
Hang on. If this is Ryder's data pad, she doesn't have another way we can contact her, like that we'd know about.
At this point, Radar, you get a notification on your datapad.
I'm getting a notification on my datapad. Radar picks it up. Carefully looking at V, making sure they can't see the screen, opens it.
Okay, so this is a text-based message. It's from an unknown datapad number, and it's simply titled, "Song lyrics. Please read ASAP. Fish emoji." Do you open it?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, listener. Post-production Cypher here. So, I included a couple puzzles in this campaign, just to get the guys' brains in gear and make them think. But if you want to play along as well, you can. Just pause the podcast when you hear this noise, and then try and solve the puzzle yourself. Oh, disclaimer, don't try and mess around pausing and unpausing things if you're driving, operating machinery, or carrying something heavy. Please be sensible. Okay, you ready? So you open it up. It's very strangely spaced out, but it's just paragraphs and blocks of text, and it says, "Okay, Radar, see if you can write a song to this. Please don't leave. Everybody wants you to stay. Nobody could have foreseen that you would become so bereaved. How could I possibly know? I didn't have time to see the trauma inside. Failing, defeated, crushed, paralyzed. I get straight back up, only to find lies, 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 lies. Everybody lies. Oh, 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 oh. Nobody sees the trauma inside of me. Hope to see you again. Oh, 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 oh. Losing the will to fight. Oh, 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 oh. Vilified without a prayer. I get straight back up, only to find defeat." And then it ends.
Did you show V?
No, Radar's just sort of kind of staring at this. Si, can you send me that in physical text, please?
It's in the Telegram chat.
All right, don't look at this yet, V.
Why are people getting... Okay, so everyone who's got a notification on their datapad has been weird.
I love this. No, Radar is going to chuckle, shake his head and be like, that's infant school level, and just run over to the holovid.
Okay.
What?
Radar, give yourself a plot point.
Yeah, thank you. V, it's look, all shall be explained. But let's just see what this is first. He plugs it into the holovid.
So yeah, you the holovid viewer is it's stored in the back stockroom somewhere. It's got like a layer of dust on it. It hasn't been used in a while.
It looks like a tape deck.
Yeah. So you sort of carry this thing out of the room, sort of blow the dust off it.
V's still confused. They still haven't even seen the datapad yet.
Don't worry, V. All will be explained. Trust me. Trust me.
Fucking... People needs to stop being cryptic around datapades.
I'll forward it you after this, V. I promise. Just I want to see where this goes first. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you plonk this big chunky piece of tech down on top of one of the tables, and you transfer the data file from Ryder's message over to the holovid viewer. And the projector on top sort of lights up, and it displays garbage, just a jumble of like corrupted data and colours and this sort of broken, screechy audio just floating around.
Well, this is horrible.
It is.
Why
right?
would we make this?
Come on, we're engineers. Help me engineer this.
Okay, can I get a perception roll from both of you?
Yeah. Oh, that's a 1.
Nat 20!
Yeah, there it is.
Fuck you and your job of bullshit.
Wow, that's a spectrum.
I'm going to examine the shit out of whatever this is.
So, Radar, you're completely enamored with the success that you were able to like crack Ryder's code straight away, but you're so happy that you've done that you are now looking at this thinking, well, this is bullshit. What was she talking about? But V, you are looking at this this broken, glitchy file a bit further. It's like looking at what I imagine it's like looking at is when you... Have you ever opened a text file in MS Paint?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I can show you exactly what that looks like.
Yeah, imagine that, but in sort of animated hologrammatic 3D, just floating around in front of you. But V, you're sort of scratching your head, like, what? Why is Radar opening this file on Holovid? But you're looking at this broken mess further. You realise that what you're seeing isn't corrupted; it's encrypted, and it's been done in a way to look like what you would expect to see if you loaded up a text file into the wrong medium. And V, you would know that government officials and agents would use tactics like this to send top-secret files to one another within the Veskarium. And with a high enough computer's roll, you can decrypt the file and get it to play on the Holovid. But only V knows this at this point.
Yeah.
V squints at it for a second, it's like, Radar?
Yeah?
I've got a feeling that this isn't just bollocks. I think this is something encrypted.
Oh, that would make a lot more sense than what I was thinking.
This isn't normal garbled, this is specifically garbled. Someone's gone to effort to fuck up this file, and I reckon if we unfuck it, we might be able to get something out of it.
Can you unfuck it?
Give me a moment.
Would you like an assist?
Gem, for a roll of 18 plus a shit ton of computing.
Oh, fuck, yeah, that's easily doable.
Yep, that's
So-
38. No, computers. 37.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good at
But yeah,
computers.
37, you don't even need the assist, so... V,
I'll
you're...
go radar assist anyway. I feel like we're
I mean,
bonding.
yeah, sure, yeah.
39. Yeah.
Pity assist, so...
Pity fist bump, pity fist bump.
Pity fist bump. But yeah, V, you take this file into your... I imagine you've got like a personal data pad that you use specifically for hacking, uncrypting, that sort of thing.
They've probably got a firewalled one for that sort of stuff.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like maybe something that they have on their wrist, and it's got a little hologrammatic heads-up display sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you sort of take this file off of the Holovid and sort of start tapping away. You do the 90s hacking thing where you're like hitting buttons every second, faster and faster. And this file has been encrypted with an incredibly complex cipher. It's like you're sort of tapping away, but not me, like a cipher as in CYPHER.
Yeah, I think. I was about to say it feels like someone called Cypher did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically he did, but
Meta jokes.
meta
Yes,
joke.
so much better.
But yeah, this is it's like trying to solve a crossword puzzle that's playing Tetris with its own squares. There's a lot of like interlocking code that needs to be precisely reordered in order for it to unlock. But after about 20 minutes, you manage to decrypt this file, and it's ready to play on the Holovid, which sort of whirs into life again.
Oh shit! I think we got it.
Oh, fantastic.
Says V. They're surrounded by like an ashtray and 20 cigarettes like stubbed out in it.
Well, excellent. I've just finished making the tea that you asked me to make, so here you go. That was my assist.
You spent 20 minutes making tea?
It's really good tea.
It's nice tea.
Big sit. Holy shit, it's a really good tea.
I'm not going to make you roll. It's good tea.
I found the leaves in Ryder's room, so I'm hoping it's not hallucinogenic.
No, it wouldn't be hallucinogenic. She's not really into mind-altering drugs.
That's good then.
Well, it's never too late to start.
It's never too late to start, but anyway, so yeah, the Holovid sort of whirs into life again. The garbled mess appears, all corrupted, but then it starts to unfold before your eyes, layer by layer, and the corruption slowly turns into an image, and it's a 3D hologrammatical image of Ryder, and she stood in what looks like a bathroom stall on a commercial shuttle, and she's kind of frozen in place, nervously looking at the camera. And then a play button lights up on the Holovid.
Huh.
Radar reaches out and presses it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you want to say anything before I press this.
I'm hoping she's going to say, Dear Radar and V, everything is fine. I'm just going on holiday for a while. Look after the bar, eat lots of pie, love Ryder. Presses play.
Radar literally had his finger like half a millimeter off the button, and V just leans in and just goes wham.
Shoves it in, yeah. Giant meaty Vesk fingers.
Yeah.
So this kind of stuttering intro of Ryder frozen in place suddenly begins to start moving. And you hear her speak. She says, "Hey guys, I'm sorry for running away earlier and all this cloak and dagger shit, but I don't know if they've bugged my data pad or they've got goons working on Outpost Z. I hope you guys were clever enough to figure out how to open this file, because I really need your help on this one. So, okay, I suppose I should start at the beginning. V, you'll probably know some of this. This is more for your benefit, Radar.
Oh.
So,
Thanks.
when I was a kid, I used to be in a street gang on Ackerton. I used to steal things for them. You know, wallets, jewellery, bikes, anything that wasn't nailed down. I knew it was wrong, but these guys were I thought they were my friends. I was just a kid. I didn't know any better. And then they started training me up to steal bigger things. Motorbikes, cars, trucks, guns. First time I pointed a gun at somebody, I was 8 years old. And you can see Ryder's she's shaking her head with her eyes closed, and she sort of leans against the wall in this bathroom stall and thumps her head on it. Police caught me and handed me back to my mum. Of course they did. Oh, she gave me the bollocking of a lifetime, though. But I stopped going out on ops with this gang when I got shipped off to Versi's Operative Academy, and neither me or my mum ever heard from him again. Until recently. I don't know how they found me. They must have been monitoring my mum's calls all these years, waiting for me to get back in contact. It must have been when I called her after that mission we did on Zoe. They must have... They're trying to get me back on ops, guys. They're telling me that if I don't do what they say, they're going to come after me. Naturally, I told them to go fuck themselves. I can look after myself now. And that's when they said that if I don't follow their rules, they're going to go after my mum. And this evening, they sent me a picture of her in the garden at a new house. They know where she lives. And you can see her sort of choking up a bit before she recomposes herself. Any free time I get, they're on my case now. They've got me stealing shit, they've got me sneaking into buildings, cracking safes, and it's worse, they're demanding cash out of my holdings account, stuff I'm meant to be saving up to pay me tuition fees. And you can see she's starting to well up now. She's got tears in her eyes. Through all the sort of digital grit of the hologram, you can see she's starting to sob. And then she looks right into the camera with this sharp, deadly look in her eye. She says, "I'm not going to let them push me around anymore. I'm not going to let them push my family around anymore. I've got a plan to stop them, but I can't do it without you lot. I need you to protect my family in case the Cabal goes after them. I do it myself, but this gang isn't just some two-bit pickpocketing organization anymore. They've gotten bigger and more powerful since I've been gone. And you know I wouldn't ask you to do this unless I was absolutely desperate, so please, I need your help. I need you to fly to Ackerton and guard her house for as long as this takes. She lives in a little suburb on the outskirts of the capital called the Oasis District? Roseboro Avenue? Yeah, that's it. V, get a pen.
Get a pen, V.
32 Roseboro Avenue in the Oasis District in the city of Arles. That's the capital city. See if you can find her on the residential database. Her name is Tabitha Maxim. And yeah, her partner's called Meline, something like that. You can disguise it as a social visit. Say that it was meant to be a surprise. We were all going to be arriving on the same shuttle at the same time, but we had to get separate shuttles and mine got delayed. Or you can just watch the house from a distance or something. V, you can turn your van into a surveillance truck or something. Do it your way, whatever keeps her safe, but you can't take her off planet. She's got some kind of medical condition. There's a medicine that she needs, and they only make it on Ackerton. She needs to take it constantly. It's made of some kind of rare flower. Just hang around Ackerton and make sure she's safe in her own home. And you can see her sort of she looks like she's relieved to finally get this off her shoulders and tell someone about it. One last thing though. However you choose to do this, you can't let my mum know that the Cabal is still on my tail. This is exactly the kind of shit she was trying to stop me getting into when she sent me to the academy. If she found out I was still doing jobs with these fuckers after all she's done for me, she'd fucking disown me. I don't want to lose her. She's the only blood relative I've got left. It's going to take me a day or two to get all of this shit I need and to put my side of the plan into action. But don't worry about me, okay? I'm going to make sure some heads roll. I'm going to need to go dark until then, but you've got 2 days to come up with a plan. Get to Ackerton and find my mum. If you receive this message, Radar, if you receive this message, reply to my email with something like, "These lyrics suck, they're way too depressing, you're taking the band in a terrible direction," something like that. Oh yeah, this gang, they're calling themselves the Obscura Cabal now. We used to call ourselves Poison Scarab when we were kids, but don't go hunting for them. I need you to protect my mum and her partner. Leave the gangers to me. I'm gonna drop a fucking train on them. Okay. Alright. I think that's everything. If I don't hear from you in a few days, I'll have to do this on my own, I guess. Whichever way this goes, I'll see you in a few days. And don't worry about me, okay? I can look after myself. Just keep my mum and her partner safe, okay? See you soon, guys. And she leans in, and there's a click as a hologram deactivates.
Ha.
So, that just happened. What the fuck do you do now?
Well, I think there's a moment of silence, certainly from Ryder. I don't know what V's doing.
V's already thinking.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go and look after her mum.
Yeah, okay, go look after her. Also, her mum's girlfriend's name is Melanie, I'm pretty sure.
Melanie?
She said that once.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
I'm like 90% certain it's Melanie. Either that or Mel.
Well, pack your bags, V. We're going to Ackerton. I have a message to send. Radar takes out his phone, and he responds to the...
The fuck is a phone?
His data pad, sorry, oh my god. Takes out his data pad, sorry. And he opens up the message, and he responds with, "These lyrics are bad, but I think I can rewrite the tune. How do these lyrics sound?" And it's, "Do me a favour, or 2 or 3, never ever take the sky from me. Wander round the clouds above, over stars to take and return to my love. Round and round, round and round, you'll know the sound."
Have you got a text file to send that to me?
Yeah.
V's going to bring up Ackerton maps on their
Okay.
pad, and they start looking at 32 Roseborough Avenue. Better not be in the fucking suburbs. I hate suburbs. Oh, it's in the fucking suburbs.
Of course it's in the suburbs, like grass.
Fuck the suburbs. Grass isn't supposed to grow in Ackerton.
When was the last time you saw grass? You've never been to Ackerton.
Lawns are a shitty monoculture.
Are you doing research on Ackerton then?
Yeah, V's looking up 32 Roseborough Avenue and...
Yeah, so can I get a culture roll, please? And I've got a lot of information here. I will temper it based on how you do and what you're able to find out.
Culture, that's 17. I mean, V's the least cultured person here, but nevertheless, that's 17 for culture plus 7, 24. 24,
yeah, okay. You easily find Roseborough Avenue. It is in the suburbs. There's like pictures of it. It's like a strange, small, gated compound. All of the buildings are sort of big, white sandstone, very square, and it looks like The Sims, if that makes any sense. Everything is very prim and proper. There's like nice hedgerows. It looks like a nice neighborhood to live in. It just looks very fake and plastic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not quite as affluent as Query when we went there. Oh, then again, V didn't go there, so that's...
Absolutely disgusting.
You're kind of spitting onto your datapad and getting rid of that, but you sort of do general research on Ackerton. And...
Did Ryder mention the specific drugs her mum needs to take?
She did not. She just said she needs to take some medication, and they only make it on Ackerton from a rare flower.
I mean, if I wanted to kill Ryder's mum, I'd poison her medicine.
Wow, V, that's all sorts of fucked up.
Eh? Like you've never killed someone before.
Just thinking out loud.
I've killed loads of people, but it's usually upfront and very, very personal.
Yeah, well, some people are cowards, so...
Oh, yeah, true.
But yeah, V,
how else would you kill Ryder's mum?
You're kind of musing about how to kill Ryder's mum when you've just been told to protect her.
Yeah.
Whilst,
Hey, the best way to protect someone is to think like the enemy.
there's some
The
merit
best
in
police officers are thieves.
But anyway, you're sort of scrolling through information and data about Ackerton, getting rid of all the suburb shit, and you get a sort of general overview of the world. So Ackerton is the fourth world of the Galarian system.
Oh, that's red.
Yeah, it's nicknamed within the Pact world as the Battlefield, so called because of its scarred-up desert landscape. It's covered in these big gorges and craters and the rusted hulks of ancient starships. Legend says that Ackerton was once a strategic choke point in some forgotten battle during the Gap. But that might just be what they tell the tourists. I'm not entirely sure at this point. Primarily a desert planet, obviously, looking at it, but it's capped with two large icy glaciers at the poles, a bit like Mars. It's cohabited by multiple species. There are some humans with bright red skin. There are these large, stoic, often tribalistic nomad humanoids with dark teal skin and forearms. They're called the Shobad. There are some small reptilians with bright red scales and cool war paint and questionable mating rituals called the Ikisht. There are those weird floating brain people with the shriveled bodies called the Contemplatives. And of course, there's the plucky, industrious little Ysoki.
I was going to say, there's a lot of things going on that planet right now.
It looks like it's got a very busy history, this place.
Is it part of the Ysoki Star Empire?
It is the only planet in the Ysoki Star Empire.
Amazing.
And yeah, they're... I'm going to set this like in canon for our universe. So, the Ysoki are more of a race than a species, in the same way that there are multiple races of human.
Yeah.
There are many of these like small, furry, bipedal humanoids within the Pact worlds, and they're all colloquially known as Ysoki. But it's universally agreed on that Ackerton is their homeworld, due to the large population of rodent-based Ysoki. And that's why Ryder is a Ysoki otter and not a Brunari.
Yeah.
Shut up, all 12 of our fans. We've made the canon work.
Yeah.
If you misrepresent a Ysoki otter as a Brunari, that's just very culturally insensitive. But yeah, going back to Ackerton, the quality of life is usually regarded as quite poor in this place. Many of the inhabitants are kind of struggling to survive due to economic decline. This place has got a much lower GDP than some of the places like Verces or Castrovel or some of the more affluent planets within the Pact worlds. Ackerton's entire economy, in fact, collapsed when its main export of starship fuel became obsolete due to the introduction of toroidal fusion reactors and drift gates. But many of the people who live on Ackerton these days do so in desperation. They live like short, hard-working lives full of stress and toil, and the economy seems to be mainly propped up by tourism and subsidies from the Pact World Alliance. There's no centralized government on Ackerton, although there are multiple factions sort of vying for power within the cities. Some of them are political, some of them are corporate, some are criminal. The capital city of Arl has a king, as well as an ineffective left-leaning government. It's got a reputation for being a chaotic place. It's like the Wild West of the Pact worlds. It's a place where only the industrious and the clever can survive. So I wish you two the best of luck.
Well, at least we're visiting a shitty Pact world and not a competent one.
Yeah. So, deserts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should
Once
be...
again, grass should not grow here.
So deserts.
But putting that aside,
Well,
fine. I mean, what's the plan? What's the play here? We can't tell her that. We can't tell Mrs. Ryder that
Mrs. Ryder.
is
Sorry.
the reason
That made me
Yeah.
chuckle more than it should have been.
needs protection.
not?
So we can either do this all covert, or because she said if her mum finds out that she's involved in shady shit, then she'll go batshit and slap her some. Well, I have wanted to see Ryder's mum fight Ryder. I reckon Ryder's mum would win.
why would you want to sit... That's
has-
not even... Never mind.
She has the wisdom of experience.
Yeah. And probably like a firm backhand, practiced from raising all them kids.
That's a nice generalisation. You haven't even met her yet.
I bet she's a lovely woman who you do not want to fuck with.
Yeah. I reckon she's small and angry,
Yeah.
like Oyusaki.
Like Ryder.
But, nevertheless, we can't let her know that Ryder's the reason she needs protection. So we can either do this entirely covertly, or we just tell her it's a different reason she needs protection.
I like the second option. I like the idea of being present and her knowing that we're there. I don't necessarily
I
want
mean-
to... I don't like the unknown factor of being like something goes to get her, we turn up, and then she just kills everyone.
Who, Ryder's mum?
Yeah, Ryder's mum.
That'd be pretty sick. That like does our job for us.
Not if we're the person getting killed as well.
Why'd you kill us?
Because we've just come out of nowhere in this scenario that I've outlined. That's why I think your second option's better. She'd know we're there already. And that we're not a threat.
Hello, we're Ryder's friends. You're in danger. Trust us.
Yeah, okay. It sounded better in my head, I'll admit. Yeah. Well, what do we do then? Go to Acton and just start spying on a lovely little old lady who's watering her plants in her mum jeans?
I mean, I'm up for it.
That's... Radar's gone cross-eyed at that.
You just want to turn Stanley into a surveillance van.
Yeah, you
I
do.
predicted this.
That's exactly what you want to do. You want to turn Stanley into a surveillance van.
I mean, I just fitted a tow bar.
What are we going to tow?
On looking at Acton, you also don't see much in the way of hover traffic. A lot of it is ground-based vehicles. So Stanley would fit right in this place.
Thank you, GM, for facilitating V's friggin' wet dream.
Hey, you got to give people something they want sometimes.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, out of character, very cool surveillance van, but in character, Radar's like, well, why? The seat's damp.
That's it. Oh, fucking grr.
It's still raining a little bit
V
outside.
stomped outside, puts a No, V closed the sunroof.
You close the sunroof, but it's still raining a little bit.
Yeah, V's going to put up a little dehumidifier inside Stanley.
It's just going to smell of damp, and we're just going to have to live out of it.
I mean, I've lived out worse.
Have you at least cleaned the spider possum smell out of it?
That's probably been washed out.
Do you just have like a lot of those little pine tree air fresheners hanging
No,
out?
they've got 20 black ice air fresheners.
Yeah. Suspended from across the entire ceiling frame.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's think options. We can either, like I said, we can either be covert about it, don't let Ryder's mum work out that we're looking after her until Ryder lets us know that they've done whatever mission they're on, or we go in there and be upfront about it, but just lie about the reason she needs protection.
I do like the second option still. I feel if we're doing the first option, there's a chance a random bystander's going to be like, that van's been parked out there for a while, looks shady, and then calls the police. And then the police have to respond to two heavily armed individuals in a van.
You can hear, like, cogs turning in V's head.
Here, I can see them.
I'm just sitting here with my my hands under my chin, just kicking my feet back.
Hey, you get to do that as GM.
I do like not getting arrested.
Yeah, we've been arrested enough times as it is.
What if we took the Leica, kept it in orbit above the planet, and just surveilled it from orbit?
That's arguably worse. Because what if something happens?
She's never going to notice it.
What's the response time going to be?
Response time is down.
That's that's not even an answer. That's not. Radar goes to the bar, just pulls out the Vesk whiskey.
Bye, Radar.
Oh no, he's on the Vesk whiskey again.
No, don't drink that. You'll go blind. V's working out the quickest time that the Leica could break atmosphere.
We don't know. It's not break atmosphere. It's dive into atmosphere and not disassemble itself.
Unbreak atmosphere. I
it's
thought
the
break
other
atmosphere
way.
worked in either direction.
No, break atmosphere is break away from the atmosphere, isn't it?
I thought it was also break into. V's got the lexicon, the big book of space terms.
Yeah, they pull out like the Ladybird book of spatial terminology.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I mean, I've been using it wrong this whole time.
You actually have a look at Acton's atmospheric components for doing such a maneuver, and you find that Acton is actually slowly losing its atmosphere. It's actually dying over a period of millennia.
Why would anyone live there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the atmosphere is quite thin, but also there has been something that has been installed by the Starfinder Alliance that is designed to keep the atmosphere in, and it's a planetary shield. It's like a sort of plasma field that stops atmosphere escaping.
Wow, they have a planet shield.
But it also stops ships flying directly through it from orbit.
Well, that's fucked that plan.
You have to go through border control.
Yeah, you're going to have to put your Ladybird book of space terminology back.
What if we kidnap Ryder's mum first?
That's... like 60% of me is like, no, that's a terrible idea, but there's 40% of me that's genuinely contemplating that.
You will be criminals if you do this.
It would be breaking the law.
Shrugs.
Yeah.
Shrugs in Vesk.
Shrugs in criminal.
Shrugs in Vesk war criminal.
We are acquiring quite a rap sheet.
Oh my god, I've just realised there's no voice of reason in you two. This is pure
Oh,
chaos. What have I done?
Yeah, we thought you knew this going in, GM.
I don't know. I mean, there's no right way to protect someone.
No, but maybe we should pick the correct wrong way.
Yeah. I mean, what is it you got? You want to go in there and say,
I want to be up front, even though Ryder's told us not to, and be like, hey, we're Ryder's friends. She's in a bit of shit right now, but she's got herself a way out of it. We just need to make sure that you are safe and your partner.
yeah, but she specifically requested the opposite of this.
She also specifically requested us not to get involved and not to contact her, and yet here I am with messages from her. And so, again, it's the whole double negative thing.
Yeah, but I feel like this is a triple negative, which is like, don't contact my mum.
Well, that's just
but actually don't.
that's just a regular negative. Then you do get triple negatives. That's silly. That's layers.
She never said, don't contact my mum. She just said...
Don't tell her.
She said do it however you want to do it, but just don't tell her that Ryder's still involved with the gang and she can't leave the planet.
Okay, how about a compromise? We go in there and we do close protection, but we lie about the reason.
What would be the reason?
Hold on, let me think about this. V
Yeah.
gets a notepad out.
So here's the thing, V.
Let me get a whiteboard, hold on.
Oh no,
Right.
V. No, it's in the back
Hey.
office. Oh.
V tears the whiteboard off the wall in the back office, robs off all of the tax evaluations of it. You don't need those. Just slams it down on one of the tables.
We don't pay tax.
I'm going to stop using screws to mount that on the wall and use
Right.
magnets.
So on this end,
Go ahead.
Ryder's mum and Tabby.
Yeah.
Tabby and Mel.
Right. What's
Right.
our link to them?
And at the other end, us.
Yeah.
So, what reason would we have for having to protect those two that isn't attributable to something Ryder did?
Basically, somebody's threatened Ryder's immediate family, and we're there to protect them. Why not give her the literal reason?
Someone's threatened all of our immediate families, and we need to protect all of them.
Then why aren't we protecting our own families?
Your family is...
I don't have one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my family's on the Veskarium, and, I mean, people don't really invade the Veskarium these days.
No,
so-
usually the Veskarium invades you.
Yeah. I mean, we're just so good at it.
I don't
Eyes
know.
narrow. Oh, I'm sorry, how many Yamultran empires are there?
Ooh, below the belt.
Well, what the fuck? What the fuck, V?
Just saying.
Just what? Say what, V?
We're better at invading stuff than you.
Are you? You don't know what
Yeah.
we did.
Roll
I
initiative.
know what we've done.
Roll initiative.
All I know is I can count the Vesk Empire on 8 fingers, in the Yamultran Empire on none fingers.
No, you don't have 8 empires.
We have 8 planets in our empire,
Okay, that's one empire.
and a floating orbital death platform.
Are you
Yeah.
really boasting about how fascist you are, V?
They are.
I mean,
but-
there's V, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
This
it's
is
a
V.
good thing Ryder fucking isn't here, because
You can
holy
take
shit.
the Vesk out of the Veskarium, but you can't take the Veskarium out of the Vesk.
Yikes.
Yeah, really easy to break into, by the way. And what I mean by that is Ryder and even myself managed to infiltrate it. And I'm not exactly discreet. Gestures to fucking body
Himself.
himself.
We're going to talk more about that later. But
What?
for now,
V, you asked us to do it.
shit, I did, didn't I?
You
Yeah.
did, V. And we did it for you.
V explodes and the fresh V comes from off screen. Nevertheless.
Yeah, so you asked us to do it. Anyway, yeah, I think we need to just be upfront about it. Give her the actual reason we're there. Maybe not the reason
No,
those
but
reasons exist, but
I reckon keep the reason being Ryder out of it, and come up with another reason why we'd need to give close protection to Ryder's family. Because she said her mum will beat the shit out of her if she's found to be associating with the Scarab Gang / now whatever they call themselves
well,
now.
that's just
something
it. I
double.
mean, they're literally blackmailing her into doing this. She's not
Yeah.
freely doing it.
Okay, how about this? We say that Poison Scarab are after her, but not because of Ryder, because of one of us.
No. Why would they go after Ryder's mum because of something we've done?
Yeah, blackmail.
No, no, you can't just be like,
That's
yeah.
not how blackmail works.
That's not how blackmail works. You need to be able to draw a line that links all of these reasons that you've written on this whiteboard, including poisoned scarabs, to this, so it all links together.
Has V also drawn
Why
a
not?
scarab with an angry face on
Yes, they have.
it?
Right, okay, so I'm still not thinking we should tell Ryder's mum that Ryder is the reason that we have to protect her.
Okay, but we need a credible alternative.
Well, think of one. I'm trying. I've come up with ideas. Look at all these ideas I've written down.
No, you've just written stuff down. These are not ideas. These are just a series of
There it is.
non-sequiturs.
Bad ideas are still ideas. Come up with something better.
Yeah, we tell her mum.
No, we're not. Without telling her mum that she's a reason.
All right, we tell her partner.
That's just telling her mum by proxy.
It is.
You are technically correct, but still no. God, what reason will we have to protect her mum and her mum's girlfriend without
Partner.
it being Ryder? I mean, I've got another idea, but it involves terrorism.
All of your ideas involve terrorism.
No, at least 3 of these ideas don't involve terrorism. See these 3.
What is the terrorism idea?
I mean, we just create a scenario where Ackerton suddenly becomes so unsafe that we need to go there to protect Ryder's mum on Ryder's orders.
Are you talking about fabricating something like an invasion to protect Ryder's mum?
Invasion's a bit difficult to do. I was just thinking of random bombings.
Yeah.
But-
Oh! No! I'm not about that. Not unless we're trying to topple an empire.
V wants to commit war crimes.
No, it's not a war crime. It's literal terrorism.
The Veskarium and Ackerton.
V, you've gone. Your eyes have unfocused. Go back to
Sorry,
what we're doing.
no, I was just daydreaming. Okay, fine. We're crossing terrorism off the list.
Yes.
Oh shit, I'm out of ideas. And I still don't want to tell Ryder's
Your only idea was terrorism.
No, look at all these other ideas that weren't terrorism that you rejected.
Like
Claiming that for some reason one of us was involved with the Obscurus Cabal, and
I don't feel I needed to reject that one, V. I think even under scrutiny you can see that doesn't stand up.
I hate plans where we can't just nuke the site from orbit and be done with it.
Yeah, right. You've actually got a fucking thing for once.
I don't want to tell her mum that Ryder's the reason that we have to do this, because she specifically said don't do that, and it wasn't even the wink wink specifically don't do this that got us this message. It was the full on stern face, like pointy otter tail, claw in the face, don't you fucking do that kind of don't do this.
Has Ryder disciplined V before in a similar way?
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Says V to no one in particular.
Look, I'll take responsibility for it. We tell Ryder's mum, if Ryder has a problem with it, it was my idea, I will own it, and I will deal with Ryder as a responsibility. If it means that her mum and her partner are protected, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Look, Ryder will have to clear it up with her mum afterwards, yes. But at least her mum will be alive to clear it up with.
They only just got talking to each other again. Don't want to fuck that up.
Really?
Yeah. They spent like ages not talking to each other. Ryder called her after like one of our last missions. There was a whole thing.
I missed that.
I just feel like it's too precious a thing to risk for the sake of not coming up with a decent reason to have to protect her.
But I don't want her mum to die.
Well, yeah, so that just means we have to be clever enough to come up with a reason to be protecting her mum that doesn't involve Ryder.
And in order to be able to protect her mum, we need to almost be in the same building. Maybe in a van across the road, but so people know that we're there, rather than just spying on
V
her.
starts drawing a dotted line from us back to the kidnapping.
Ryder just slaps their hand away from on the whiteboard as they're doing it. No.
Well, I already crossed out terrorism. What more do you want from me?
Out of character, I can't actually answer that.
Planning is hard.
I can see it now. Like, even if we come up with another idea, I can just see I'm going to blurt it out.
Well, don't.
I'll try not to if we come up with a better idea.
I'm still trending with we have to protect Ryder's mum, but because of a reason that doesn't involve Ryder. Like, one of us was working on something and one of us fucked up, and now we have to protect Ryder's mum because everyone in the crew is threatened and we're just being very, very cautious.
It's very flimsy.
Yeah, but it's not terrorism or kidnapping, so fucking go off.
I mean, so it's your best idea so far.
Yeah. V draws like heart emojis around that idea on the board.
How is Radar being the voice of restraint here?
You're being the voice of honesty.
Yeah, that's very interesting to see.
But the problem is we can't be entirely honest because it'll fuck up Ryder's relationship with their mum and also Mel.
I don't know. Maybe they're both adult enough to see past that.
Can I get an intelligence roll from both of you, please?
Probably
right.
not. Oh, that's not one.
That's 11 plus 4, which is 15.
Okay, Radar, your like cybernetic side of your head falls off and hits the table.
Oh shit! Again.
One of the other options that Ryder said didn't involve any sort of contact with her mother whatsoever. It's just you sit in the van on the opposite side of the road and just keep an eye on her. And if anything starts to threaten this nice suburban neighborhood she lived in, you can jump on top of it. You'll be right there opposite her house, sort of thing.
We did have that idea. The reason we didn't really want to pursue it was you're in a really obvious van.
I mean, they did say that our van would blend in. Our van, my van.
Your van doesn't blend in. There is a mural on the side of it.
Yeah, but apparently every other vehicle on Acton is... V's Googling Acton vehicles. Look at all these shit. Like,
It looks like Mad Max rejects.
No, it's not like that severe. There are a few.
Oh god, is it like 1970s Detroit?
yeah,
A
that's
little
what I'm
bit, yeah.
imagining.
I've got like a sort of cowboy bebop vibe in my head. There's like a few vehicles that look like 1950s American Cadillacs, the Starfighter equivalent of those.
That's what I had in mind, and Stanley would blend in with that.
There's a wide range of vehicles. There's these like personal cars. There are some hover vehicles, but they look like nice and sort of junky and steampunk and rusty in places.
Yeah.
There's a few like. Do you know what a tuk-tuk is?
Yes.
I know what tuk-tuk is.
I know what it took.
Yeah, there are a few like little vehicles like that. There are some large tripod creatures that people have strapped gondolas underneath and are kind of walking around on.
Ah.
People use as vehicles. That's like more sort of out towards the desert.
Right, okay, so we're back to two alternatives. We can either do long-range protection using Stanley, V's checking their insurance policy to see if it covers Ackerton, or alternatively, we do close protection and we come up with a decent lie for why we need to be in Ryder's house. Ryder's mum's house. Ms. Ryder's house.
Headaches are us. Right, what we could do is we'll do
What
the
if we
long
do
range.
both?
Yeah, hear me out. We'll do the long range surveillance, and as soon as shit goes down, we go in there and we just tell her mother the truth.
We tell our mother some of the truth.
There
yeah,
you go.
fine.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is put every weapon we own inside Stanley.
Yeah, if we're doing long-range protection, though, we need to consider every possible way that someone could murder Ryder's mum.
Well, that's why I kind of wanted to do close protection.
Well, I was going to say, what if we do both? What if we do one person does close protection, one person does long-range protection?
In order to do
One
close
person-
protection, we'd have to be next to her.
Okay, so one person's next to her, and one person's far away in the van.
But that
One
means
person scouts out for long-range threats, one person scouts out for close-range threats. We talk to each other on comm, and...
yeah, that's all standard and normal what we do. I'm talking about, like, how we tell her mother that somebody's going to be stood next to her nearly 24/7. That bit.
Well, that's what we were coming up with ideas for.
Yeah. Puts it on the
Brackets that
whiteboard.
aren't terrorism or... Yeah, fuck it.
Ryder did also say that you could disguise it as a social visit.
We could do. Hello, we've never met before, but we know Ryder. Ryder's
Yeah.
not here right now, but...
She has described you guys to her mother before. She does know your names and your vague appearance.
Okay, so I've got an idea. It looks like if she's got a garden, she'll probably have a driveway. We park Stanley there. We'll go in, we'll say it's a social visit. Hi, is Ryder in? No. Do you know when she'll be back? Dunno. Well, do you mind if we wait here for a few minutes, an hour, maybe a week? She says yes, we're in.
The chances of her saying yes, let's face it, are negative 11 billion.
I don't know. I feel I'm quite a people person sometimes.
Close up on Radar's
Where's
face.
the awkward coyote grin picture?
The awkward coyote grin, yeah.
It's the one where it's just the coyote, but it's got like its two fangs pointing out and it's making this really awkward face, and it's a gif that just zooms in on it. Yeah. But I don't know, I'm kind of thinking one person does close range, one person does far range. The person that does close range comes up with a convincing reason why they need to be in the house. I'm still thinking there's a threat against your life, but it's not to do with Ryder, it's one of us fucked up, and they're now threatening everyone that everyone on the crew knows. So, we're here to help, TM. So, just for your safety, we're going to lurk around for a bit, and once the threat's passed, Ryder will let us know, and we can leave you back with your happy, quote-unquote, suburban life.
V, it sounds like absolute bollocks.
Also, stop growing grass.
Alright, guys, it sounds like you're still in the middle of the planning phase, but we'll put a pin in it here, and we'll come back to it next week. Moshi Moshi, and once again, thank you for listening to Cosmopunk. If you're still hankering for more, check out our Twitter and the community Discord. Links are in the description below. If you want to support us, check out our Ko-fi store. Tips from amazing people are very much appreciated. We'll be seeing you all in 2 weeks' time for another episode. But until then, shoot straight and roll high. Bye!